have we really exhausted all options and we cannot be friends anymore? Are we not good for each other anymore, given that we had good memories?
Okay, there was this one time someone once said to me, I don't think you're value adding in my life anymore. And that was one of the most hurtful thing a friend said to me. I'm like, okay, this is my last straw.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Hot Pot where we hop into different transitions in life. I'm Nick.
I'm Q.
I'm Joey, and guys, I'm so excited for today's topic because we're going to talk about when it's time to cut someone out of your life, to say goodbye to a friendship, friendship breakups.
Friendship need to break up, man.
Unfortunately, when you're dealing with people that are not, in the same vibe, must let go lah.
I think it's not talked about as much as a romantic breakup. We actually talked about this on another episode before, remember? With Hazel and Zhe Liang. But I think this one is more about the departure.
Say ya.
Goodbye. But the reason for why we are talking about this today is because I saw this TikTok video about quiet quitting a friendship.
Oh, friendship also can quiet quit?
Can you explain?
Nick's interest is piqued.
Yeah. Explain to us what quiet quitting means.
The term quiet quitting first came about online in a corporate context or like a work context, where you are not going to quit your job, you're not going to resign from your job, but you've decided to not put in 100% effort at your job. So you will do the bare minimum, it's coasting lah.
Yeah.
You're coasting. I don't need to get promoted. I'm not going to go above and beyond. I'm not going to OT, but I'll just continue
Cruising.
as your cruise.
Okay, so whatever you explain, right? Just imagine it in a friendship point of view, right? Basically, it means you stop putting in effort, you stop reaching out as much, you kind of don't give the same energy back as your other friends. Expectations might be different as well. So what do you think about quiet quitting friendships? Do you think it has been happening in the recent years with your friends?
Yeah, but I feel like maybe it's not a conscious decision for a lot of people. You just organically like quiet quit,
Yeah, I don't think it's a new concept either. You know how people say like, oh, we just drifted apart, we just got busy with our own lives. I think the person who got busy doesn't feel the change as much as the person that's like still at the restaurant.
Still at the restaurant.
This is what?
It just means that someone has moved on, but you're still there. You're still sitting here, like the train has departed and you're like
You're still waiting there.
So this one count as breakup, not? Like if you just drift.
No, I don't think it's an official. Oh my god, it's like a situationship. You don't really know what the other person wants.
A little bit. I think it depends on, if it's an equal mutual thing, right? Then I think it's fine. But if one person is more hung up than the other, that's when the bitterness sets in. And then one person will be like, yeah, she just wasn't giving me what I needed. And the other person's like, oh, I thought we were fine. Like these things can exist too. Similarly in a relationship.
Have you ever had to end a friendship?
I think I talked about it before with my best friends, my ex-best friends, right? It's not so much about cutting ties, but setting expectations that we're no longer on the same page anymore. We're no longer that kind of friends anymore. So it's okay that we are walking on different paths. It definitely feels more like quiet quitting than breaking up.
These kind of friends, right, that you just described, will you invite to your wedding?
Yes.
Oh,
I think because of the history.
okay.
And it's not like I don't meet them at all. I'm meeting them tomorrow actually. Yeah, so it's the kind of friends where you kind of categorize them as like catch-up friends also. Which is not wrong. I feel like it's not wrong. Because everyone will eventually find their core group of friends. And I'm sure that they have their own core group of friends. I think Joey has more stories about
Be more
friendship.
confrontational, a lot more
Friendship breakups.
conflict.
Actually,
like, the extension, ni bitch.
if you guys don't know me in real life, right?
She's damn confrontational and
No.
very hard to be her friend.
Hey!
But I am willing to put in the effort.
He's joking.
Totally wrong, like so wrong. I love very quickly and I love very intensely, very fast. So there's always a mismatch. I want to say more often than not there's a mismatch. Because to me it's like once I secure you in my head, like okay, we gum, right? I will take care of you for life. Like I will ride or die with you for life. You know
It's
what I mean?
true.
And because it's very difficult to match. I understand that. I'm very aware of that. There was a group of friends. We were very close during COVID. And we talked every single day, hung out at my house every single day. And suddenly when, things started to open up, things got busier for them. But I also got a job. I also got busy. But I still made the time. And they stopped. And I did invite them to my wedding. None of them showed up.
Okay, that one.
One
shocking.
didn't even reply to my message. Didn't like double ticked on Telegram. No response. The rest, one was overseas and one couldn't make it, which they told me. But no, on the day off, like, hey, it's your special day.
Congrats.
Nothing. I was there planning, helping this person like put together the favors. We were researching until like 2-3 a.m. what to do for wedding favors, you know? And like to see that, it was very hurtful lah.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to send me a bouquet. I'm not asking you to send me anything at all, like a message maybe, or just letting me know that you're there. But it was very hurtful, but it was hurtful because I invested a lot more than they did. And it's not to say that it's a lack on their part. It's just that I invested more.
It's almost like they didn't think of you. And I think that is what hurts the most.
Yeah, so I fully recognize that it is just because I put 100%, okay, just because I put 200%, they put 100%, right? It's still 100% lag. And it's not on them. It's because I am just that kind of person. So I cannot expect everybody to match. But in the same way, to give myself some credit, there was really zero effort on their part lah. I didn't want to be like, hey, you didn't do this for me, don't talk to me again. You know, I'm not that kind of person. I didn't see the need to sever ties.
But do you think that it's, as in, if you don't explain or communicate to your friend, right, that you feel like things have changed and we shouldn't be meeting anymore, like let's not force it. I feel like if you don't communicate that, they might feel disappointed in you.
Correct. Like if
But-
you don't, then they'll be like, why are you not putting in effort?
But there must have been things that would have happened for you to reach that point, ma.
Okay, there was this one time someone once said to me, I don't think you're value adding in my life anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was one of the most hurtful thing a friend said to me. Like, you're not value adding to my life,
This guy, is it a guy or girl?
guy.
Oh, okay. I can imagine a guy saying this.
Value adding.
Yeah, then I'm like, this is, how can you see it as a transactional? Like, I'm not a product, I'm not a service, you know. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, this is my last straw.
Yeah, what's the point of saying that?
I can imagine.
No, but it's a perspective, right? It's a perspective that, like, if you really feel like this person in your life is not bouncing off any ideas or any experiences or communicating with you in the right manner, right? Then he was right to say that, but like, change the
As
tone.
in, you
Yeah.
can
a
no, you
bit.
can change the words and say like, I don't think that we are growing together.
Yes.
So I understand the sentiment, but I don't think it needs to be said.
Yeah.
Because like,
Okay.
for me, right, okay, personally, I haven't really had to have like a breakup with any of my friends. Those that have drifted organically, and that was like intentionally let it drift lah. But the one that I had to like consciously like cut, right, was a friend by association. So like it's Jess's friend lah. One of her friends was like just a lot of like disagreements and was just not very considerate of us, our time. Jess is a lot more tolerant and understanding than me. Jess will put up with it much longer than I would.
Okay.
Yeah. So then it reached a point where I had to step in, like, and one of the catalyst was the wedding lah. So wedding, that one I got a say ma, right? Like who is at the wedding and things like that. And then like this person was like negatively impacting both of us in the course of planning the wedding and during the wedding itself. So then I like put my foot down. I was like, hey, I don't want this person in my life anymore.
As in, did you convey that message to her or it
To Jess or to the friend?
to the friend?
No, don't need to convey. So then subsequently, like there will be gatherings and things like that that I organize. And when I organize gatherings, I always invite like Jess's friends. Then I just don't invite this person.
So basically, you quiet quit lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an intentional quiet quit rather than a drifter.
Okay, so you have intentionally quiet quit.
Yes.
Do you think drifting and quiet quitting is different?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
Drifting feels a bit more
Organic.
like cursi, like kesian. Like sorry, like a bit
Kesian, ah.
kesian. Like it's a pity that we both don't have time for each other. Maybe we are prioritizing different things. But deep down we still care about the friendship a lot. But quiet quitting feels more like I don't even intend to spend time with you.
Yeah.
You are not important in my life anymore.
So then I feel like there are different tiers to this, or there's different levels to it, where level 1 is like you just drift organically. But this person never really do anything to you. Like nothing, there's no conflict lah. Then level 2 is you quiet quit, where it's like, okay lah, if you want to hang out, I can hang out with you.
Yeah.
But you're not going to put in effort to like, to Geo. Like
Then
go
I
out
also
and
don't
things
know.
like
Yeah.
So then there's a slight distinction there. Drifting, a bit more like unintentional. Quiet quitting, more intentional. Then the third one is the breakup,
Actually, now that I think about it, right, there only is a need for that conversation like, hey, I don't think this is working out anymore, if you sense that there's a mismatch of expectations. Like, let's say that person keeps asking you and you're like, I actually don't want to hang out. Then I think that's a time where, because to be fair to that person, clearly there's a mismatch. So you say like, hey, I think I can't do this. Because if no one is putting in effort, right, there's no need to have the conversation, I feel.
So since we're talking about all of this, right, what are some friendship deal breakers for you guys?
I think for me, it's like, I realize now that the common pattern amongst all the friends that I keep quite close, right, is that everybody is quite easygoing. So to be like the opposite of that, then to me, I find it a bit hard to get along. Like if you're very particular about too many things or everything. Like if there are certain things that you are particular about, I understand. Because maybe you value these things more. But if you are the kind that is just like nitpicking on everything, very hard to please you.
Always has to be their way lah.
Exactly. Like it always needs to be like tailor-made for you. Or
Okay.
like the world revolves around you lah. And then that goes hand in hand with like just not being considerate to other people or being very self-absorbed. Yeah.
For me, I think it's not so much of the extreme of deal breakers lah, but I feel like when people are always cranky, like they bring a very bad energy to the meetups,
yeah.
and you can sense it. Like they're always grumpy and like unhappy about
The dark
something.
cloud.
Yes. Aside from that, I think it's the part about how some friends really don't put in the effort of contributing to discussions or plans. They will just say, okay, let's just go to this place. Let's just go out lor. Then they expect everyone else to plan for them.
I feel like when we were younger, right, it was a bit funny. But there was a point where it stopped being funny.
Like, what do you mean by funny?
Like quirky.
Like quirky
what?
lah. Like this,
Quirky
yeah,
emo.
this person like always a bit eccentric, or this person don't smile one, or this person like always like.
Yeah.
There was a point
There
where
was a
like,
quirky emo phase.
yeah,
Then
where,
everyone will tease that person
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but in a, we are laughing with you, not
Correct.
yeah,
at you. Adding on one more point about a deal breaker, I think it's when someone puts you down. Basically, they're not it.
yeah,
Like, they're not a girl's girl.
Mm.
When you tell them something, they're not happy for you, they're not supportive of you. They kind of just like trash you for your decisions and say things like, oh, then I think you need to seek help.
I mean,
like that kind of extreme, you know?
it's a fine line to walk where like the opposite end of the spectrum where it's like that friend that just dish out compliments for the sake of it, then also
Yeah.
not it.
Oh, the overly like,
oh my god,
Oh my god, you're right, totally. Yeah, let's kill them.
The over...
Like, oh,
Sorry.
like,
Oh my god, I love your dress.
No, the
like,
overactive listener. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Like,
I,
oh,
and I always hear like there will be
the
girls.
chocolate down nice only. That's
Yeah,
it.
there will be girls that will be like, they just need to like, oh, I'm just going to dish out a compliment for the sake of it. Then sometimes I like will like eavesdrop, right? Oh my god, I love your dress. Where is it from? Then like, then the person reply already, right? Then it's
They
like,
never listen.
Yeah, like the eyes glazed over. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not
Yeah.
listening at all. They're
Yeah,
just...
they autopilot. Like, oh my god.
It's a PR move.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Like for me, I always try to like lift up my friends, but you need to lift them up in a way that feels authentic. Like you actually digest and understand their achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky to say that all my core friends, right, I'm like 100% secure. These deal breakers only come for new people who will not penetrate the core wall. They will be on like the, okay, like if I see you, we'll be like cutesy, like hi, right? The things that I've noticed that I don't like are if there are people, okay, they're friends with everyone, and even though someone has done wrong by their friend, right, they will still be chummy with that person. They're the kind that will say like, oh, but they didn't do anything wrong like to me. To me, that's like, but why do you still need them on your side? Like to me, loyalty goes a very, very long way. And I'm not saying go and be mean and bully that person back, but it's like, why do you need the validation from everybody? Yeah. So for me, that's a sign of like, okay, no. Second deal breaker is the people who prioritize attention of the opposite sex over your friendship. Girls' night, everything has to revolve around like if it's a male, then like getting a girl that night or getting a girl's attention or texting the girl. Like it can never just be like hanging out.
Oh my
Sometimes
god, sorry. Another deal breaker is when people just talk about themselves and their lives without asking about yours. They basically ask you to meet, right? To
for
just
a therapy session.
Yeah, they just want to blurt out every single thing that's wrong in their life.
Or like if they want to flex lah. Like I get that you are proud of like things that you have achieved since I last saw you. But then if like we meet and then you just telling me like you got a new car, or like
Yeah. No, I think there's a fine line between like you wanting to meet your friends because you really need emotional support. Establish that. But then if you set the context by saying, hey, it's been so long since we met. Like let's catch up. But then all you do is talk about yourself, right? I think it's a bit selfish.
yeah.
100%. Like get a journal, get LinkedIn.
Let's talk about our own flaws
Oh.
as a friend. Do you think that you have a deal breaker? Like you yourself are a deal breaker.
What are your
as a
red
friend?
flags?
As a friend, yeah.
I feel like in recent years I've been quite a good friend.
No, you need to think about one thing that is a flaw. Question part.
Okay, I go first.
你可乐.
If you had to rename your fellow hosts, what names would you give them? This would be
This? Excuse
Oh
me?
my god, is she an object?
Penelope,
Oh my god, actually I can see it there.
and this would be Gregoria.
He's not treating this seriously.
He watched Bridgerton, that's why. I'm Penelope and you are Gregoria.
Is there a Penelope and Gregoria?
No, but it's
yes.
very much from that era.
Yeah, I just started watching.
hell?
Bridgerton.
Like you are an expert in like lace techniques.
And let's call me Charlotte or something.
Ooh, Charlotte.
Okay.
Charlotte.
No, okay, come.
Choose one. Lick a... Wow. Suddenly got lick. I'm very scared. Choose one. Lick a public trash bin or lick a public toilet floor.
Trash bin.
Toilet. No, trash. Sorry. I agree. Trash bin.
Any floor is damn rubs.
I cannot.
Is it the green color bin? Then got
Okay.
all the cigarette butt on top one.
No, but because the green color bin, right, the surface area quite big.
You lick the
I
on
just need
top
to
or
find
the
like a
inside?
spot there. I just
Yeah, I
No,
think
no,
okay.
no. It needs to be a...
can.
I-
Better than a toilet.
Yeah.
You must lick the circumference of the opening.
You don't change my question, can? Continue. I okay already.
Hey, you know, if you do that enough, I will vomit. Like legit.
Imagine she starts vomiting on the couch. Stop.
Who on the couch would you trust with your ATM password?
Wow.
Duh.
Q.
Hey, I damn trustworthy.
No. It's not that I don't trust you. It's you confirm log in, kepo, then go and judge me. One.
Like, wow. You're like, ee.
Log in and be like, Joey, the financial habits like a bit not good. I
It's
thought
about
he will
finance,
track my
right?
spending on. And then he will suddenly come to me with a pie chart. Actually, these areas, right, if you don't spend, right, you can put this in here.
Yeah.
Then it will grow.
Last month spent too much on Grab. Okay, fair.
Oh my god, the reasoning good.
yeah.
It's true. Q will not even log in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't.
What are your own red flags
Yeah, let's go back to that.
as a friend?
I think one of my red flags is that I can be a bit uptight. In the recent years, not so much. But basically, an example is that if, let's say, the three of us chose to hang out with each other and then you guys impromptu, without seeking our opinion, invited someone else, I might feel a bit unhappy about that.
I think that's completely reasonable though. I'm like that also. I set up my energy to be shared like that already. I already know.
But there are some people who will just be like, whatever, okay. Yeah.
I cannot.
And I'm also someone who might be a bit sensy when you are late all the time and like you don't help to plan things in the group. I can't say that I'm right, what? Because to someone else it's like just chill lah. Like why you cannot just be chill
Correct.
about it? Yeah, so I think that's my red flag.
I think mine is quite related to what you mentioned earlier about like loyalty. I feel like if you are telling me about some issue that you're having with other people, right? First instinct is not to be on your side. But it's not to oppose you. But I will want to understand the
To
situation
be logical.
first. So then I'll ask you like, but then like that, is it like that? Like that, is it like that? And then some people feel that like, I'm not being a good friend by like taking your side and like immediately default shitting on the other person.
We had a recent conversation about this on Telegram.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. About like some person lah that Joey don't like lah.
It's not that I don't like. It's just
Does not get along
the
with.
receipts are in front of us.
Yeah.
No, but
Anyway.
Nick was just very logical.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's good to be objective as well because you offer your
Yeah.
friend a more realistic perspective rather than to just enable everything.
Yeah.
Which true-
So then
which
I
you
must
appreciate
understand
also.
first. I don't want to enable you to just like blind hate you.
Correct.
And then it's to the way I see my role as your friend also is to help you process why you don't like or why you are having this conflict. So then I feel like some people might misinterpret it as why you're not on my side.
As in, it can easily look like that lah.
Yeah.
I think my deal breaker would be that expect the person to mirror like same expectations.
Oh.
But I will never
Voice it out.
voice it out because I know it's not fair.
Do you think that you hold it in too much until one day you just explode?
I definitely do voice it out to my therapist and to my partner. But I fully recognize that I'm a very like intense like lover with the people in my life. So it doesn't make sense. Glad to be self-aware in that department.
Yeah.
Because at least I can process.
Is it selfish to cut people out of your life?
No?
No. At the
No.
end of the day, the decision serves you and you alone. If you're making decisions to serve other people, then it's not your life.
We should all see ourselves as the main character. I mean, not like the main character syndrome, right? But you are the most important person in your life.
Correct.
Why are you putting up with someone who is making you unhappy? It's like watching a show when you're watching the main character go through different phases, right? You're rooting for them to lead their best life. So you should see yourself as that person.
Correct.
Then what if like you notice that your friend is suddenly like cutting you off or quiet quit?
Oh shit.
Quiet quit on you and your friendship.
Shit. Now I suddenly a bit sad.
Yeah.
because
How the
it
turntables.
was our perspective, right?
Yeah.
I recently had this feeling. I was going to walk over to the person. The person was hanging out with her more,
Glam friends.
yeah, you know?
Oh.
And I got this. I tell you, instant ick. I
Yeah.
stopped being hurt. Because the weeks leading up to that, right, I sensed every time she would hang out with this group of people, she'll be more snubby. More, like stand a bit more like taller with a nose, you know? And I'm like, okay, did I do something wrong, you know? And I will always put in my due diligence and be like, hey, are you all right? Because I don't want to assume, like, hey, what did I do wrong, right? So I say, hey, are you okay? They're like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, okay. So then I'm going to assume everything's fine. So I was like, okay, let it simmer. People have their off days. We are not so close to the point where I am owed and to be clued in your life completely, right? And then that happened. And immediately, right, I was not sad about losing the friendship anymore.
It's like she's with the cooler friends.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has like broken up with me, like friends wise. Actively, hey Nick, not working out.
I don't think anyone would do that.
I think
lah.
guys also a bit different.
Yeah, guys
Like,
were just like, bro, see you next time.
Yeah.
Busy lah.
Yeah,
next time
bro.
ah.
My wife.
Yeah, lor.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I just,
my
My
job
my
ah,
baby,
busy.
yeah, my
oh,
baby.
my job.
Baby,
Busy, shake.
Yeah. So I cannot really relate. But I mean, if I trying to visualize, like I feel like if I sense that, oh, it's a bit harder to reach out to this person now, even when I actively put in effort, like, hey bro, what you doing? Or like wanna hang out, that kind of thing, but then always busy. I feel like I will put in X amount of effort. And then after that, if I feel like actually I have done my due diligence enough, I go above and beyond already, then I will leave it like to you. Like you ask me out when you're free. If you want to ask me out. If not, then it's okay. Yeah. I don't need that kind of closure.
Wow, love that for you. I think I might be hurt lah. I would definitely feel hurt if I don't have answers, because I'm someone who likes to seek answers. Like, why did I do something wrong? If I did, tell me so that maybe we can fix it. I might end up asking the person about it. Like, hey, is something going on with
You don't like me, yeah?
No, I wouldn't do that. But like, I'll just ask, like, is something going on with your life? Like, do you need to talk about it? Then if she or he is being avoidant about it, then I might end up just sharing my perspective about how I feel. Like, I sense something is off. It feels like you don't want to hang out anymore. Like, yeah, I'll just find the answers, lor. Yeah.
Okay, so now imagine you are like breaking up with a friend, right? First thing is like
Joey and me
okay,
break up.
You, two of you.
Oh my
Okay.
god, that's so sad.
I don't want.
Don't eh.
Okay. She do something to you lah. Like she like.
What
But
I
we
do?
still got hotpot or not?
What I do?
Wait, we still got the hotpot or not?
What I do?
Okay. No podcast. No podcast.
No podcast
No
lah.
podcast. Cannot. No, she like bitch about you.
Oh my god.
She's like actually like wow, I really cannot tahan you.
Okay. So
I
that
would
means
never say that.
that
Can
means
you do
I-
something more
You
realistic.
heard. You found out.
I found out lah. Okay.
You found out.
I'm in
You meet
tears.
or do over text.
I think if she asked me out, I would slowly distance myself, and then if she starts asking me, like why, right, I might just do it over text.
So you will avoid completely until she asks you, until she addresses it. So you won't bring it up first. Hamzi.
No,
Whoa.
no, unless we meet very often, then
Okay.
I think I would say it face to face. But if we don't meet often, and then she suddenly one day she asks me out, right, then I would say, maybe not today. Then, she'll start sensing like something's off, right? Then maybe I'll just tell her that I heard from someone that you said this about me.
Okay.
Wow, this Joey sucks.
So what will you say? Okay, maybe Joey say to you like, are you okay? I feel like we are not as close recently.
No, I'm not feeling myself these days. But
Why?
aside from that, I also heard that XXX told me that you said that I'm a bitch. I don't know how to feel about that, and I'm still figuring out my emotions.
Oh, so you won't confront the person?
No lah, confront for what?
Then how long you take to figure out your emotions?
No, I figure out but like pretend one.
Wow, really very humpty.
I hamsi. I scared.
Interesting.
No, you see, I'm okay with confronting people, but like, do I need to confront people to be that uncomfortable?
No, but then it's left like a bit up in the air whether do you still want to be my friend or not?
You want to be my friend?
I think then I'll say let's meet up to talk about it lor.
Wow, meet up intense eh.
Then meet up already.
Meet up at Pioneer Mall.
Very far, I don't want.
Okay, so now assume right, break up or lose a friend already. You remove this person from your life already. You all got like sad or not?
It might actually be a feeling of relief. Like you're freed from this toxic person. You're freed from this burden, right?
Yeah.
But if it's a friendship that I really cherish a lot, and then this person tells me that, okay, we are not aligned anymore, I don't think we should meet as often. Wow. Might be as painful as a breakup.
I think maybe it is like upsetting when you don't see it coming.
Correct, because you're not in control.
Yeah. So it's like a breakup ma.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, because when you are in a relationship, like a romantic relationship, I think sometimes like you can be quite blind to like a relationship not working out.
Yeah.
So maybe in a friendship setting, sometimes maybe it is like that also, where you don't realize that you are drifting apart.
Yeah.
You don't realize that maybe you have not been putting in the amount of effort that the other, like your friend, expects of you. So when they suddenly hit you with like I don't think, I want to invest in this friendship anymore, then you're like,
it's like being blindsided lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it like going back to your point, it might be a you problem lah.
Yeah. So usually it's like when it's a you problem, then you're a bit more emotionally affected, right?
But
Because if
then
it's a them problem,
they might not know that it's a you problem, eh? If no one points it out.
as in you might not know it's a you problem, right?
Yeah. Then you live in the narrative that I don't want to be my friend anymore.
Yeah, but then they will explain to you lah.
If they explain to
If
you,
they
then
give you the explanation. But sometimes it's not old.
So if it's a you problem and then this person just start ghosting you, then you might just live in your like your narrative that like
That
is
person's an asshole.
Yeah, it's that person's fault.
I think it depends on the nature of the relationship before. Like if you guys were hanging out and then suddenly like cut off a bit, I think you kind of owe them a bit of grace, right? And be like, you know what? You wronged me here and I'm out.
Okay.
I got one question. If you see a friend that has multiple like
Friend
issues,
breakups.
friend breakups, right? Do you think it's a them problem?
Yes.
You really think so? Like it's the common issue?
But I think then as a friend, it is my role to go and sit down with this person and like analyze like how come you keep having
A chart. Table.
What is your issue with person A? I understand. What is your issue with person B? Then you try and find a recurring pattern. Is it really like they damn sway or is it their interpersonal
Yeah, because
skills
it
got
might
some
be they them
issues?
sway.
Yeah, it might just be that they attract like the wrong kind of people or they
Yeah.
are making friends with the wrong kind of people, which then to me like okay lah, it's more of your judgment of character need to improve.
Yes.
But then if it's like you, right, like how come you keep like picking fights
Yeah,
with
yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
that kind of thing? Then it's your personality need to improve. In which case then as your friend, I will give you this advice lah. Before it happens to us, I tell you first.
How would you lead to the point where you want to say that it's a you problem?
Actually,
Statement
okay,
of
role
you-
play.
Okay.
So,
like,
okay.
Your turn.
I'll say, hey, I don't know why like Q these days very irritating eh.
Is it like that time you say like this person irritating?
Yeah?
Huh? But actually quite okay, what? Irritating meh?
No, they're very irritating. What you cannot see meh? Like everybody is actually very irritating.
I think okay leh. Maybe your tolerance for irritating people quite low, is it?
Actually, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
No, as in because you are not
You
faulting.
speechless.
I like
I'm not, you don't position
I
it.
would have said I would have said that also. Like maybe you just have a lower tolerance, then maybe just don't hang out with this person as much.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't need to change and you also don't need to change. It's just a mismatch and you just need to find your people, which can be pretty difficult. Because I feel like at our age, a lot of people have found their tribe
Yeah.
and they're not letting anyone in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Anymore.
true.
You know? And it's not like an elitist, like we don't let new people in. It's just
It's just difficult.
okay, so now scenario is Nick is trying to break up with Q, friendship breakup, and you are giving her the down low.
Can be face to face or text, right? I think I just text you.
Okay,
We voice
what would
message,
you
voice
say?
message.
Or maybe I voice message.
Come on, voice message. And action.
No, I think I will just text. So I'll just say like, hey, just a heads up. I feel like in the recent weeks, I've realized that we are in very different phases of our lives. Doesn't seem like we are on the same wavelength on a lot of different things anymore. So don't want you to be wondering why, I might be a bit distant.
Oh.
Wish you all the best. Maybe we'll reconnect in the future.
It sounded good until wish you all the best.
Yeah.
Like, why are you wishing me all the best? Why does it sound like
Or like,
we will never talk again?
maybe we reconnect in the future.
But okay, generally, I give this message a 9 out of 10. No one asked for the rating, but I'm rating
Yeah.
it.
Okay, how would you friendship break up over text?
I think similarly to him, but I won't say the wish you all the best, we'll reconnect in the future, because it might sound a bit harsh, as if like I'm ending it right now.
Oh, but you are, ma. I don't
But
want
you
there to
are.
be ambiguity, that's why.
Oh.
I don't want you to think got chance.
Okay, I will just tweak your message a little bit. The ending, I'll just say that perhaps in the future we'll find a common ground. Then I'll send a sticker
Oh.
of like a girl dancing. You know, I recently keep using this girl dancing
Yeah.
meme
Wow,
sticker. It's kind of
Not
like-
respecting the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
No, it's about
Making
making
light.
it less
Oh.
serious and like less uptight, Like, let's just laugh about it. Let's move on with our lives.
Wow.
Stickers, use Telegram, don't use WhatsApp.
If someone
please.
did that to me, I'll feel like
You're quite
I will
annoyed.
be a bit upset that you are taking this so lightly. Easy for you because you are breaking up with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
哎呀，做人很难啊。
做人很难. No, it's true. I feel like if I were breaking up with someone, I would text them like, hey, do you have like 5 minutes to spare? Or like, do you have time to chat? I will wait for them to chat because I don't want them to be in the middle of
Wow, I
something.
hate that shit.
Why?
I don't like this kind of suspense. Just say.
No, I'll say, hey, do you have time to chat?
Like on the
I
phone,
want
ah?
to talk to you about something. No, on text. But I don't want to catch them in the middle of the dinner, right? Then they just one chunk, then the whole mood is gone.
Yeah. No, it's very respectable.
I will break up with someone the way I would want to be broken up with.
But I'd rather have all the info at hand. Then I can digest in my own time. Rather than like, oh no, what are you going to say?
See, I guess it's just adapting to whoever
It's
you're
different.
talking to.
It's truly different. It's truly different.
So actually, what is the hardest part about ending a friendship?
Yeah,
I think it's the history. Same with a lot of breakups, right? Like, have we really exhausted all options and we cannot be friends anymore? Are we not good for each other anymore? Given that we had good memories. But once you've made it known and you have acknowledged, right, that like actually this person and I are not good for each other anymore, it will be bittersweet because you will feel the relief, but you also will be a bit like, a pity. If you really don't feel anything, then it's truly like
the end.
way beyond time to have done it,
So to wrap up, I think for most people, friendship breakups are not easy. But as with any interpersonal relationship, every friendship will go through ups and downs. So no need to little bit. Then I break up with you. Yeah. I think the key takeaway is that, for friendships, like romantic relationships, they require effort on both sides to work. Yeah, so just be a good friend.
Don't be pillow princess.
So thank you for joining us on the Hot Pot. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Me Listen.
And follow You Got Watch.
And please share with us your stories on friendship breakups. If you've broken up with people, if you've been broken up with, or maybe after a breakup, you guys got back together as friends.
Patch back,
Patch
Yeah.
back.
Let us know. We love your comments. If there's enough, maybe we'll make a part 2.
On again, off again, friendships.
Situation, friendships.
We will
Fish
see
and
you
chips.
on the next episode.
Bye.
Then the toilet floor is what? Lick the tiles
The-
from
the-
entrance to the toilet bowl.
The silicone seal of the toilet bowl.
Oh, wait, my get reflex.
You are damn disgusting. What is wrong with you?